Yeah, it's cool because growing up, you always see ESPN and the front cover and all that, internet, whatever. But I thought it was cool, because I didn't even really realize until someone tweeted me. So then I took a look at it, and I thought it was a really good article. And I don't look too much into that stuff, but I thought it was pretty cool. Realizing that I came from high school to college and the way I've progressed. So I think it's pretty cool.
A lot of people say that this defense has a lot of question marks coming into the spring. Is that a fair statement?
I wouldn't say so. Obviously we lose Lavonte David, Alfonzo, Austin Cassidy, but to be honest, Lavonte is one of the best players I've ever seen play football. Alfonso is a great athlete, but I think that gives a chance for some newer guys that we don't know much about to step up, and we don't know their abilities yet. We do to an extent, but who's to say that some of these younger guys won't step up and be I doubt they'll be that good because Lavonte is kind of a special player, but I think it's going to give a great opportunity to some of these younger guys, and I'm excited to see some newer guys emerge as great players.
How big an emphasis do you guys need to put on not one guy replacing these guys, but as a team? Because I think fans just expect one guy to replace them. And are those unfair expectations?
That's another thing that I was going to mention is it's not one guy that makes up your whole defense. It's a whole team, and I think the strength of our team next year is that we're a pretty close together team, and as far as being accountable, on and off the field, and as far as just a team aspect, I think we're pretty good at that. So I think the importance of showing up and doing the right thing for your teammate, I think that philosophy is kind of setting in our team. I think it's going to help a lot on the field, because if one person messes up next to you, you can't get down on him. He's your teammate, and you got to do the same. You got to be accountable for what you're doing because they're trusting you. So I think that's going to be a big part of our defense and our team this year.
Last year there was so much hype coming into the year with this defense, with the big three and whatnot. And Bo said during the middle of the year that you guys probably bought in and let the hype a little bit go to your head. How much different is it this year without that hype? Do you feel like there's less pressures?
Well, I feel like last year there was a lot of talk, because it was the first year in the Big Ten, and everyone was excited for the players coming back and stuff. Not that they're not excited for the players this year, but I just think this year we just kind of throw it all out the door. I don't think we think of first year in the Big Ten or which teams are we playing. I think it's more of a just bring it at us. We're going to do our best, and I think we got the right team to do it. So I think I'm excited for it.
My last question: what did you guys learn playing those Big Ten teams last year that maybe you weren't expecting, and how do you guys adjust to that?
I would say, not that the teams in the Big 12, weren't coached as well, but I would say that there's a different style of play in the Big Ten. It's more play action pass. It's more power running game. It's more a lot of they run the ball a lot more than they do in the Big 12, but. I would just say it was different because, that the year before we were playing a lot of that peso defense, nickel all the time, and now we're transitioning to more of, we have to run, the base, 3-4 defenses and stuff like that. So I think it's in the aspect of the style of football play, I'd say it's a little bit different. And so I think, adjusting your personnel to those type of teams was the big challenge. But I think we'll be fine.